right, a beautiful morning. Welcome to Women's Corner. Today is Tuesday and I'm excited to be here. Every time I'm excited is because we have the Yuletide season coming up pretty soon and it's December. Of course, I'm not doing this alone. My name is Rose Blossom. I have my amazing co-host, co-presenter, the Lagos girl, the girl with the steez and all the smiles. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Rose Blossom. Good morning, Lagos. It is so good to be here. I mean, I just love the way compliment me. I just love the way you give me all of those
Feeling in yourself.
I mean, have you seen Rose Blossom today? She looks
Excuse
super
you.
dapper. It looks so good.
Thank you very much. Anyways, for people to know, we are streaming this live on our social media pages at Galaxy TV on Facebook and on Twitter. And we also have our YouTube channels. We have Galaxy TV News, Galaxy TV Comedy, and Galaxy TV Entertainment. So you can like, subscribe, and share. And at the same time, you can actually watch all of our live programs by downloading Galaxy Television app on Google Play Store and Apple Play Store to watch all the live programs. It's good to be here again with you, Lagos girl. So what do we have cooking today for our viewers?
All right. So before we dive into today's conversation, trust me, today's conversation is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to begin the conversation with you guys and our guests. But before we do that, we'll be going on a break. And after the break, right after the break, let's take tips of a successful marriage. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
All right, we're actually supposed to take the successful marriage tip. I don't know why you're coming to me. You like to see a pretty face. I know that. But please, let's quickly go for a successful marriage tip. And we'll right back to the studio to introduce our guest. Stay with us. Come back. Yes, you're watching Women's Corner. You just had that, a very long, successful tip for successful marriage. I know it's a whole lot deep, and the part that strikes the card, I do not know if Ira was in the mood that day, but from her voicing, we could see that the honesty and the trust, you heard that right,
I literally heard
was
that
very
so
deep.
loud,
And
like,
I
oh my
think
God.
it's actually very important because once trust is broken, it's quite very difficult to actually build it back. Yeah. So, but what do you let's talk a bit because our guest, of course, his name is Dr. Oladeji Olatunji. He's a filmmaker, a lecturer. He's a life coach and a relationship expert. He's supposed to join us, but network is not our brother and friend today, but hopefully while we still give some of the things we've observed in our previous relationships and maybe the current ones, obviously we'll be able to know if really we understand what men really want from women and if women can actually love men the way they want to be loved. So I'm just going to start with this question. Do you actually think that men can actually just change the ideology of love, or we just need to respect the fact that this is how they want to be loved?
So I actually think that men have a way of wanting to be loved, right? I think they also see love differently, just like we the women see love, right? So I don't think it can change. They just want to be loved a certain way.
A certain way.
And I think it's for literally all men. Yes.
So why, I don't know who I'm supposed to direct this question. So why is it that we like this kind of baby girl lifestyle love and everything, and at the same time we find out that when we are doing those baby girl lifestyle for the men, they really do not fancy it. In fact, I heard Williams Uchimba, one of the old-time actors, still very young, but we'll call him veteran because he started as a child, where he stated that a lot of women get it wrong, thinking that we want all the I love you messages, all the hugs, all the kisses, the best of the meal. And basically, that is not what men term as love.
So I think how a woman wants to be loved, she feels like, how do I put this now? How do I put it right now? So people give out love the way they understand
love to be.
Yes, they give out love the way they understand. So they don't really know how some women that are intentional and want to, go the extra mile to say, okay, you know what? I want to know how my partner wants to be loved. Because how I want to be loved is how I'll give you.
Right.
Yeah. Because if I want the baby girl treatment, if I want the whole cooking,
I would also want to do.
I want to do that to you.
If they love food, they love food.
I want to do that
to you, right? So, okay, because he was particularly, I don't know if I'm wrong, but let me state it so that maybe you would agree. Since you say you already understand that men are not wired the way women are. So, invariably, he was trying to say it's not about the cuddling, the messages, the pop-ups, the surprises. Some of them even say, I do not like surprises.
Actually.
Yeah. So, he stated that respect Especially maybe respecting their space, respecting how they feel, giving them that respect, just that respect, Sha. They just want it.
They want it.
Exactly. So that way they believe you actually love them. If you also listen to them, no matter whatever emotions you're having, when you listen to them, it's, I'm very sure by the time Dr. Oladeji could actually join us, he's probably going to say the same thing. And it cannot be overrated, because whenever they say this, they'll be like, why don't you like love? Because I cannot see respect. Okay, I'm sorry. Love is respect, and love is also kind. And love is respect yourself and listen to me, obviously, because I love you. But how can you just carry all the other definition of love and throw it away and just say it's listen and respect? I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be doing this actually, because that is what men want, and that is what they always tend to get. But aside from this too, is there any other thing that you think men, from over time, you think men actually love their women doing to actually show that they love them?
Men love, they like honesty. When you're very honest, and of course, men love loyal ladies. They love loyal women. Everybody loves loyalty. Everybody loves.
They love loyal women, but they cannot be loyal.
Men will not shake that table right now.
I'm not saying you guys can literally not be loyal, but you guys can. But it's quite very. It takes a whole lot of discipline and control.
Do you think it's a gender thing?
I think it's a okay. I'm not going to use poor. I think it's a cultural thing that has affected the mind already. So it's like a generational thing that is difficult to erase. You know, they always believe, okay, men are like this, you can always do it. You know, it doesn't change anything. You know, it's something that was already there, was laid back. So even if their parents, even if we give birth now and we do not tell the male child that you can't do this, you don't go around with other women, they already know. Somewhere, somebody somehow will make them believe, oh, so this is what it is. And I'm here killing myself on one woman. So I think it's just something that is a repetition, and it will take, I do not know, to take something else to erase that mentality, because I do not believe that is what it's supposed to be. When men love to share, and women will always tell you, I do not want to share. I was talking with a guest previously before you joined about polygamy. Can women actually like or love polygamy?
We that were so jealous.
So you think women can never accept polygamy?
I don't
think.
Let's say 95% of women will not accept polygamy because we don't like to share.
So what would you say is the issue of Regina Daniel?
For Regina Daniel,
aside from the love,
see, I'll just say that maybe she saw something in the man that she has always wanted, and it might be finances, it might be exposure, it might be anything. Maybe she saw something in the man that she has always wanted, and she just decided to do it. And to be very honest, I think that the man would always spend more time with her, maybe because she also knows how to take care of the man, and she would not even want the man to go and spend time with his other wife, right? Because most of the time we see
both of them together.
We see them together a lot of times. So I don't know what she's doing, but I'm very sure that sharing thing
is not there, because even you could see that the moment she came in as the next wife, she has taken the space. If you go to Ned Woko's page, you're seeing more of her. It's just once in a while you see. When I mean once, it's like once in a while before the other wife.
What if this man now sees another pretty, maybe very pretty lady, young lady, right? Do you think he would? Maybe.
Why won't he? Well, Regina should get ready, because I'm not saying get ready basically, but if he sees what tickles his fancy again, he has the money, he's gonna go for it. And like you said, for me, for one, I would say yes, she went for love, but I think the first thing was she knew she was going to be financially stable for a very long, like she does not need to worry about that. Then I think other things will fall in place, because well, for more indications, as a lady, we know what we want. But anyways, let's quickly go for another breather. Hopefully we have our guests join us so we can hear from men themselves what exactly they want women to do to actually show that we truly love them. So we'll be right back. Let's quickly take a safety tip to strengthen our intuition rather, to strengthen our intuition, how we think. In fact, a woman has one of the greatest intuition. I don't know if this happens to you. Well, maybe, but it does happen when you know that, okay, you and your man, you're having a good time. In a relationship has lasted for a year. One day you just start having this feeling that something is wrong somewhere. You start feeling like maybe he's cheating, he has somebody else. How do we, I don't know how we do that thing. But you
how
have
we can tell, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we can, sometimes the men make it obvious. For example, you always pick certain calls in front of me, but now you no longer pick those calls in front of me. You want to go to the bathroom to go and side. I'm like,
what's going on?
And then you tell me it's work related. Okay, so you cannot talk about work in my phone.
I don't know.
You will literally leave me to start thinking like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah, there's a loophole there. So we're now wondering what's going on. Or maybe usually you always rushing home to spend time. And before you know it, you just, I'm busy. I'm going to come back very late.
See that one, it breaks the heart. Oh my God.
Oh my word. No woman actually likes that. When a man is all over you, giving you all the loving, tender kindness, and the next thing you hear is, babe, I've been so busy this week. In fact, some people even prepare you ahead. They will tell you, I'm gonna be busy. You are not gonna be busy. You are not even busy.
No one is still busy.
No one is too busy for who they love. Exactly, you understand? Exactly. Okay, all right. Let's take a breather. Let's go for tips to strengthen our intuition. This is also for men. Sometimes you need to actually know that this woman is already, she's already doubting you. So you need to, adjust yourself. So we'll be right back. Let's take this breather. And of course, we'll continue the program pretty soon. Stay with us. Guys, welcome back. We still have ourselves here and we're still working on it. I don't know. We're trying to get him to join us, but his network is pretty bad. I guess it's just me and you today.
And me.
And you. It's just the both of us today. I do not know. It's unfortunate because we rarely bring men to the program. So this, after like how many months now, I started to, okay, let's talk about an angle from a man, and now we can actually get it. Okay, all right. So do you have questions for me? Maybe in my head, I can position myself as a man and talk.
Okay, so how about a situation where, when we're having the break, when we're taking tips on these things, do you have you ever had a situation where your love language was denied, right, in a relationship? You have a love language, right? Your man has
his own love language,
right? And you want to always, you want to always give him stuff based on his love language, because let's say that is also your love language, and then he's not
reciprocating.
He's not reciprocating. How would you would you break up straight up, or it would?
I'm gonna use the word don't play. What am I doing that? If, let's take for example, I love gifting, I love calls, communication basically. I love communication and I love gifting, and I also love receiving gifts. Do you understand? Every woman loves gifts. I do not know why. Okay, so gifting, communication, and maybe a PDA kind of person. What else? Maybe just some very touchy things that every woman just loves and explore all the kind of thing. And on the man on the other side is maybe not the PDA guy, and maybe is the gifting type, but not so well as you. Not so well as you. And maybe the communication thing is okay. Let's not say once a day. Maybe call in the morning. Hey, how you doing? Then during the day, calls you towards evening, maybe close of work or your lunch break, and maybe you get home, you guys talk at night, just like 3 square meal thing. That's okay. That I probably do not chat in between. But if he has to do the 2 square meal, which is 2 ways communication, that's morning and night or morning and midday, he will he will chat you up to cover up for the evening. Your face is even squeezing, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody is like that, well, like they said, you can't change a man. And if you try changing your spouse, he's gonna feel like you nag or you complain a lot. But the truth is, you are not complaining. You're just airing your view, like this is what you need to do. But because they are not wired in a way that they talk a lot, they are more of the doings than the talking. So they feel you're nagging. Now at that point, when you feel that okay, he's complaining, I'm nagging, he's complaining that I complain too much, I think it's better you guys give yourself space. Come back, think about it if you want to go forward. If you do not want to go forward, I would rather you leave. But if you feel you can compromise, you can deal with the little gift is given once in a while. And I just feel like it's very dangerous because by the time you meet somebody else who could do much more, you won't think twice. You're just going to leave. So I think it's what works for you that you should first consider first before you consider the other person.
Okay, so what if you actually really love this person and then you guys don't want to, or you don't want to give yourself a break or all of that? I mean, I know that people don't change, or you shouldn't try to change someone.
People,
but you can actually try to, be better.
Yeah.
Right? The man himself, if you know that your babe loves to receive gift, if you know that your babe is the texting type, I mean, and you don't really like it because your babe likes it, because you don't want to lose the relationship or lose the marriage, I think at some point you should compromise. Everybody does. It's not only the woman that will be compromising.
Yeah, women, it has to be a two-way thing.
They always tell the women endure, tolerate, compromise, sacrifice. But what are they telling the men actually?
Maybe we should start bearing endurance and compromise as name then. If we have to do that.
My second name is endurance.
Really? Oh, you're kidding? You can't be endurance. I will change that name on set right now. Okay. There's another part. Another part to this is even if you do not want to break up, you could just try being you and still respect the fact that he wants to be the way he is. That's difficult, right?
But that would also be you.
It's like you're doing too much. You get exhausted. Yeah.
You see that starvation?
It's not good.
It's not good though
because anything you see, you will chop it.
You will, straight up.
Even if it's healthy or it's not, you're just gonna take it and you just because you're
I lack this thing in my relationship. So
why can't I just fix this up?
For you to even cheat. Really?
It's very easy for men to cheat. Okay. It's like I'm sorry. It's like I'm going after the men today. Well, I've tried to get to doctor, but his network is pretty bad. This is the first time doctor network is actually going bad. I don't know. Most times, if I have to bring him in from the angle of because it relates with a lot of students. So and he also tells me so much about some persons. We still talk about relationship once in a while. So I felt okay, this would have been a perfect thing, and I wish we could make calls, to that effect. Okay, let's bring another angle now. For a woman, a man that is very emotional, that likes the PDA, likes all of those things, and now meet a woman that, please stop calling me, I'm at work. When I'm done with work, I'll call you. Or like, surprise! And while you're doing that surprise, she walks out. And she's like, I've warned you never to, I do not like surprises. Stop surprising me and all of that. What do you think the man should do? Because I know a lot of women would want to jump on that man. But what do you, at this point, what do you think a man, because there are men in this situation, forget it. Yeah. So maybe she does not really click in most of these things that he likes, or it's fantasies. I always like to use the word tickle your fantasy. If you have someone that doesn't tickle your fantasy, my darling, even though everything is right, you're always gonna have to go out. If you do not have, in fact, if you have control, if you're not careful, you will definitely eventually do that. But now let's be on the side of the man. If a woman does the opposite of that, what do you think a man should do?
So this hurts a lot. Yeah. I mean, when a man is trying to be, in fact, for a man to be, emotionally present for you, or for a man to want to always express and tell you, babe, surprise, I got this. And a lot of ladies want men like that. And now you do not have that man. You now say you didn't like it like that. Well, I think for the man, he should have a conversation. He should communicate with the woman. I mean, because he's gonna hurt. I cannot try to be all out for you and then you're telling me you don't really like it. You're bruising something. You're really bruising. So I think there should be communication. Yeah. And if the woman still says that this doesn't work for her, then everybody should find their square root. Like that.
Right. Everybody needs to find their square root. Now, the most important thing I want to tell women is, always have this conversation, these deep conversations with your men so that, they will be able to understand what they need to do to love you better.
Yeah.
And I think at the same time, every man should be able to do same thing, that women will be able to love them better. And it's not difficult, to be honest. I just feel it's a thing of balancing it, a meeting at a center. Yeah. It's when you do that, it saves, you can't look. Maybe you're 30 something, she's 20 something. She has lived 20 something years away from you. She does not know you from Jack, from Adams. And you also have groomed yourself to be the man that you are. So it takes a whole lot to come together and be able to understand each other. 1 year, 2 years is not even enough to know yourself. 4 years, 7 years is it? You keep knowing, because as we grow, we change, we get better or we get worse.
Even we don't know ourselves completely.
Exactly. Yeah. Then when I was in school, my year one, I used to go for a lot of relationship gatherings, exhibitions, and all of that. So they always say, if you know you trust yourself 100%, then I was so confident of myself. I'm always raising my hand. She'd be like, okay. So it was like a 1 month class for evening. So at the end, the last week, and she called all of us that were consistently raising our hands to be, oh, you're certain of yourself. And she said, okay. They said, do you know what's going to happen to you once you leave? Okay, we all were in a relationship then. Like, once you leave this relationship, do you know what next will happen to you? And I gave a response which I was certain of. And she said, okay, I'm going to keep tabs. If you don't leave this relationship or you leave this relationship, I want to know how your lifestyle would be after that. Trust me. Even the first day, I didn't even do one thing of what I said I was going to do. I felt I was going to, break down, roll on the floor, think about some crazy things I've seen in the movies, both Nollywood and Hollywood, but I ended up, it was even beyond my imagination, It was one of those classes where if you have to break up, you don't need to break up poorly. You can sit with your partner, discuss it. You break up. You can always make up next time. You don't have to have a fight. You could meet 2 years later and you could still blend. So, and that was what happened. We spoke about it. I thought I was yes, of course, you definitely feel the pain and all that, but it wasn't as bad as I had it in my head that,
you're a Dagba now.
Who is Dagba now?
You're strong-hearted. Nice.
Okay, I'm not going to listen to Lagos Girl anymore. Let's go for a break.
Yes, let's go for a break. After the break, we'll take the tips for women in their 50s. They don't go anywhere. It's the Women's Corner with Rose Blossom and the Lagos Girl. All right, welcome back to the show. It's still the Women's Corner with Rose Blossom and myself, the Lagos Girl. So we have lots of questions. I actually have lots of questions in my head. I really wish the guest was around
to ask. Yeah.
So I want to know, do you think women gift men when it comes to gifting? Because I know that there is a particular gift women always gift men every single time. Their birthdays, Valentine. There's a particular gift I won't mention yet.
It's not our fault.
So do you think women gift men what they love or what they want? Do you think they actually gift them?
I think women gift men. Okay, first. Women gift men what they need first. They always usually go that because we're very sensitive.
Yeah.
So we gift what they need. I know you want to say the innerwear, which of course we know is the boxes. If I say this, no man is gonna agree, but let's not just dive into it. Let's just excuse them on that part. Now, also, aside from gifting them what they need, we try to give them what we think they want. I'm using think because we do not really know what they want. You understand? We're just second guessing. Or sometimes we really know. And maybe the guy has always been saying, I want to have this car. I want to have this car. And you have the money. You get him that dream car because you know that would help him. He's going to be very excited. Women do that. So they are sensitive to know what you want or what they think they know you want. Now, another thing is most women, I'm not saying we do not get expensive gifts. We get expensive gifts, but that means that expensive gift is kind of steal your money. It's from your pockets. It's the money you've been giving us. It's the money we've been keeping. It's the money we've been saving. Like, go to the market, get this. We have some change. Yes, we also add, but we also have that. Oh, I want to make my hair. My hair is 100,000, but right there we know we're making our hair for 50,000. So the 50,000 goes somewhere. So
Oh,
what is like we're saving to buy you a very nice gift. But if a woman is not that sensitive enough to want to get expensive gifts, women tend to want to get the cheap ones, to be honest. They don't want to spend so much because every woman has this thing in their mind. They can't spend on their man the way he would be able to spend on the woman, to be honest. That's why you hear a lot of women say, your money is our money, my money is my money. So they won't want to go that extra length. You see some women, as bad as it is, some will not even want to get themselves some certain things. They will say, no, my man will do that now. Why will I do it? I will do the other ones. So it's that, it's the same thing as what I was saying, that men can just go around and do several ladies. It's the same thing. We women to have this, our own stereotype thinking also, that we believe this is how it's going to be. So I've listed a whole lot of reasons why we cannot do that, but it takes a lot. It takes love, I think.
It takes love, it takes sacrifice.
But I've seen some people that love and they'll just go and do the frame.
Frame. Oh my God, that thing is so rampant. So there's this friend of mine. She complained to me that a guy broke up with her, right? And I asked her why. She said on his birthday, she gave him boxes, right? And she said that, I told her, okay, that's not bad, but how long have you been giving him boxes? She said she has been giving him for over 3 years.
Sorry.
3 years, I'm like, ma'am. I literally said, I abused her, like,
boxes every 3 years.
3 years.
He's gonna get tired.
She even said that the boxes are expensive now, so I just bought like packs of them. And she knows that she's sensitive, and she said that, Covenant, I know that my man needs this thing, but you gifting, and I told her that
it shouldn't be on the birthday.
This very insulting.
Yeah,
you gifting him, okay, so it feels like okay, I don't get this thing, so you want they give me.
No, I don't even.
What happened to perfume?
In fact, thank you. I don't even want to dive into that part. I want to even believe that you do not need to wait till his birthday to get him those books. You can get him maybe when you see he doesn't really have much. Just go to the market. See, we know how to take this money from this man. I'm not giving you bad advice, but you know how you can get your money from him. You can you don't need to make it look like you want to buy something for him. Go there, buy for him, just gift him. Normal, just casually. It mustn't be on his birthday, the day he was born. Soft now. Take it soft. It's not fair. Anyways, we have to close the program because our time is already up. But anyways, women are doing better now. You even see some women on their birthday, you say, okay, it's clocking 42 and they have 42 gifts. Kudos to you. You're doing well. And you see some persons, they do not even have so much. And they will come with all this bouquet of money. They do frame. They get them there. And the guy will be like, oh, this shoe, I've always wanted this shoe. Women are doing a lot. And I've seen women who are buying cars for their spouses. They don't have a car. The man does not even have a car. She just had to save enough to do that. So I think that is the most important thing, that she was able to, get everything together and, give them. That car was a huge car. Man, you know how much they sell cars right now. Somebody is saving up.
Do you think that kind of man will leave that kind of woman?
Forget it though.
He will leave. I'm
not the one to answer that question. Anyway, we have to wrap up. We're giving the signal to wrap up the program. So it's been an amazing one with everyone. I really enjoyed the program, despite the fact Dr. Olatunji could not join us. Apologies for, watering, making you salivate, but we could not give you that. We are deeply apologize. But thank you for joining us. My name is Rose Blossom. Up next, we'll be having news on the hour, and we'll be having the buzz, where I'll still be having Covenant. So I'm going to say my byes while she says her byes. So take care. Bye.
Yes, it was such a beautiful time on the show today with Rose Blossom. I really learned a lot, especially the gifts. I had to write some things down because my man, my future man, his birthday will be next year. Still, I already know the things that I'm supposed to buy, not the underwears, So just stay with us, alright? We have news on the hour and the buzz coming up very soon. Don't touch that dial. Bye for now.